All right, welcome back, you Inglorious Bastards and Magnificent Pictures. It is I, Doc Camo, and we're back for my thought of the day. We live in the damn Twilight Zone, but we're gonna go over some of the news stories today. We're gonna go over people are not being allowed to evacuate an island unless they're vaccinated. Um, and other things we're going over. The judge refuses to sequester jury despite one of the jurors actually living in the new neighborhood being plagued by riots. Russia's president issued a warning to the United States about our warship footing. And the Pentagon, 60 Minutes, literally stated the Pentagon does have a COVID microchip. That's why I began with the fucking Twilight Zone. But anyway, we all live in this fucking totalitarian fascist mess clown world. So I need your help beating that censorship machine. The best way you can help is to go directly to our website at www.thatsonpoint.squarespace.com and consider becoming a member to get a myriad of benefits, which include early access and such like that, or just joining the email list and just trafficking directly from our website. Cuts all the middlemen out. But other than that, we're on Locals, we're on BitChute, we're on Minds, we're on Odyssey. A bunch of audio platforms. Please like, share, subscribe. They do all the things to help us boost to that thing. Leave us reviews on the audio platforms. It is what it is, but we need your help to beat that censorship machine. Only you can do that. So, but let's just get directly into this because I want to talk about this stupid ass fucking garbage here. St. Vincent residents who have not had their COVID jabs are banned from being evacuated on cruise ships after two volcanic eruptions on Caribbean island, Prime Minister announces. I like the way Daily Mail is putting this. Sam Baker looks like, okay. Oh, these three people. All right, so the Prime Minister of St. Vincent has announced that only those residents of the Caribbean islands who have received their COVID-19 vaccinations will be evacuated following the two explosions from the Les Soufrières volcano. It went off twice. The volcano on the eastern Caribbean island of St. Vincent erupted for a second time as 1,000 residents were ordered to evacuate. They were ordered to evacuate, but only if you have a vaccine. The rest of you could just stay and fucking die. A second explosion of the Les Soufrières volcano was observed on Friday, 6 hours after it erupted for the first time in more than 40 years yesterday morning. You're gonna die, because I don't give no fucks about you diseased piece of crap. Earlier today, the island's emergency management organization, NEMO, tweeted to confirm that the majority of the country was experiencing power outage as a result of another explosive event. Their tweet read, massive power outage following another explosion event at Les Soufrières volcano, lightning and thunder and rumbles. Majority of the country out of power and covered in ash, but only the vaccinated can leave. The rest of you could just fucking choke. Speaking at the press conference yesterday, St. Vincent Prime Minister Ralph Gonzalez, who should probably be fucking tarred and feathered, confirmed that only those who have been vaccinated against coronavirus should be allowed to board cruise ships which have volunteered to evacuate. This is a fucking clown show. Just look at this pictures of it. He said the chief medical officer would be identifying the persons already vaccinated so that we can get them on the ship. Gonzalez also said the residents who haven't received a vaccine but are likely to have received it in time to join the cruise ship would not be allowed to board because of possible side effects, such as even the recently vaccinated will not be allowed. You have to have already been vaccinated. You filthy animal. You should have waited. While out conducting fieldwork, the University of West Indies Seismic Center team witnessed the volcano explode a second time, with the vertical ash column estimated to reach 2 miles from kilometers into the atmosphere. Smaller than the first, which is estimated to have risen high 10 kilometers, 6 miles. Experts have warned that the explosive eruptions could continue for days or possibly weeks, and emergency aid supplies such as cots, tents, and respirator masks have been poured in from neighboring nations. Oh my god, this is fucking ridiculous. You can't get on this boat and evacuate this volcano area without your Jew badge. Get your Jew badge here. Ash and smoke plunges parts of the island into near total darkness, blotting out the bright morning sun, said witness. The thick ash later covered the area, including people and vehicles. Updating the public at 8 p.m., the University of West Indies Seismic Center and vigorous ash venting had resumed at Laissez-faire at approximately 2:45 p.m. Lightning was also seen in each ash column during the night, which the center was due to the high charged nature. Oh, God. Sir Joseph, director of the University of West Indies Seismic Center, said a column of ash from the initial explosion is estimated to have risen about as high as 10 kilometers. We already read that on Friday, forcing the cancellation of several flights, while falling ash limited evacuation in some area due to poor visibility. She said, "This is just beginning. There is heavy ash fall in the near vicinity. More explosions could occur." She added that this kind of activity could go on for weeks, if not months, and said it was possible to predict whether any potential explosions would be bigger or smaller than the first. The volcano erupted in 1979, and the previous eruption in 1902 killed 1,600 people. Oh, look at this man covered in ash. You gotta stay because you're not vaccinated. You don't get your Jew badge. The first bang is not necessarily the biggest bang this volcano will give. Richard Robertson, a geologist with the University of West Indies Seismic Center, during press conference. The eruption followed mandatory evacuation orders issued on Thursday for people who live near the volcano. Officials plan to place them aboard cruise ships and send them to nearby islands or take them to shelters elsewhere in St. Vincent outside the danger zone. Roughly 16,000 people live in the red zone and will need to be evacuated, Joseph said, unless you don't have your Jew badge. The nation ranges from Antigua and Guyana offered help by either shipping emergency supplies to the neighborhood or agreeing to temporarily open their borders to the fleeing ash-covered communities with as many personal belongings as they could stuff into suitcases and backpacks. Prime Minister Shitbag asked people to remain calm, patience, and keep protecting themselves from the coronavirus as he celebrated the no deaths or injuries were reported after the eruption. Agriculture will be badly affected and we may have some loss of animals and we will have to do repairs on houses, but if we have life, we have strength. We build it back better. Build back better sounds like Joe Biden. Stronger together. No wonder why he let people fucking not be evacuated. He said in an interview with NBC Radio at local stations, the pandemic could hamper evacuation efforts. Gonzalez said in a press conference that people have to be vaccinated if they go aboard a cruise ship or are granted temporary refugee in another island. He said 2 Caribbean cruise ships are expected to arrive Friday and a third one coming days, as well as 2 Carnival cruise ships and another Celebrity Cruises. This is fucking ridiculous. You can't leave the damn island if you're vaccinated. Islands that have said they would accept the evacuees included St. Lucas, Grenada, Barbados, and Antigua. Not everything's going to be perfect, but if we cooperate, we'll all come through this stronger than ever. He noted that he was talking to Caribbean governments to accept people's IDs if they don't have passports. This is an emergency situation. Everybody understands that, he said. Gonzalez added, the highly recommended those who opt out of the shelter in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, an island chain of more than 100,000 people, can be vaccinated. He added some 4,500 residents near the volcano have already been evacuated ships by road. As of Friday, 2,000 people were staying in 62 government shelters while 4 empty cruise ships floated nearby waiting to... People are going to get on their own goddamn boats. It's just that you can't keep people from evacuating. Those staying in the shelters were tested for COVID-19 and anyone tested positive would be taken to an isolation center. Ashfall had halted evacuation efforts somewhat due to the poor visibility, according to St. Vincent's National Emergency Management Organization, NEMO. Lavender King Shelter volunteered. The place in general is a frenzy. People are still being evacuated from the red zone. It started yesterday evening, and late into the Gullah said, depending on the extent of the damage, it could be 4 months before evacuees could return home. But no, unless you're not vaccinated, then you have to stay. This is utter garbage. I'm not even going to finish reading that. This is fucking bullshit. You don't have a right to tell people that they can't evacuate a fucking volcanic eruption because you're afraid of a stupid fucking virus. I'm just fucking saying.